Hey, what is up, awesome people? Shady Wags here, and I am so excited because hopefully inside this box is the Razor Crest from The Mandalorian. Now, this is not the official Lego version of the Razor Crest. This is the Mold King version. Mold King, for lack of a better term, is a knockoff version of Lego from China. Now, if we head over to Lego.com, the Razor Crest is retailing for $129, and it's currently out of stock, and it's been that way for some time now. Who knows when this thing's going to be back in stock. Now, I've found a couple dealers on Amazon and eBay where you can still get this, but the price is anywhere from $150 all the way up to $350. No spank you. Now, I paid $50 for this Mold King version. It did ship from China, and when I ordered it, the estimate on shipping was 3 months, but I got it in 3 weeks, so that was pretty good. Now, my hope is what is inside of this box is going to look like the Lego version. So let's go ahead and open this up, and I'm going to try not to slice an artery in the process, not guaranteed. Inside, we have a lot of bags of building blocks. Many loose bags. I kind of expected that when you order these building block sets from China, you almost never get the box because, well, it saves on shipping for them to shove as much as they can into the smallest package that they can. I'm actually kind of surprised it came in a physical box because most of the time they come in mailing bags. And by the way, shipping was free on this. Pretty good deal. So we have a ton of building blocks. The Razor Crest set is 1,023 pieces. Yeah, it's a pretty big build. Here's the instruction manual, and it actually looks pretty good. It has some really detailed visual instructions, and the decals look really nice. The only thing that's scaring me a little bit is I have an empty bag, and one of the bags was busted open. Oh, I hope it's all here. Well, there's only one way to find out. Enough with the talking. Let's start building.
I might go too fast. I don't care about those limits, 'cause I want this to last like nothing ever lasts before. I might go too fast. But suddenly I feel so rich, though I don't know nothing. Oh, I can't let this slip, no. I gotta seize the moment. Have you even noticed? Are you thinking about me? Are you thinking about me? I'm having a hard time.
Hey guys, so I am halfway through the build and it's starting to look like the Razor Crest. I keep thinking I'm missing a part, but I always end up finding it. It's either hiding under another brick or it's stuck to another brick. The instructions so far have been really good. Now, I did discover each bag is printed with numbers which correspond to which step you're on in the instruction manual, just like a normal Lego set. I guess I just kind of figured it wasn't going to have those, but it does. Now, some of the printing is faded a little bit, but it's just visible enough that you can make out what number it is. And I learned evidently it is dangerous to put Legos in your eyes. Doesn't say anything about your nose or your mouth, though. I have messed up a couple times and I had to stop to figure things out. And I had to backtrack a couple times, but that's on me. I messed up. And that's why I really enjoy building these kits. Not only do you end up with something really cool, but it's a challenge and it gives your brain a workout. So let's go ahead and finish this up, and I'll keep flexing my brain.
Thinking about you, so are you thinking about me? 'Cause I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. Don't wanna go too fast, 'cause I know that people get scared sometimes. Hope it's not this time, 'cause I might go too fast. Suddenly
Well, that is it. We are all finished, and all I can say is, wow. I mean, this $50 version looks exactly, and I mean exactly like the $129 version. I even compared the pictures to this build, and this thing is an exact duplicate. So let's get a closer look at the ship. Up front, we have the cockpit, and there's this little handle here. You just grab that, and you can pull the top of the cockpit off. In the cockpit, we have 2 seats, which will fit 2 minifigs, and if we look in there, we can see the control board of the ship. This part right here in back of the cockpit lifts up, and you can store weapons on the weapon rack there. Now back here towards the wings, we have these red launchers. I guess these are supposed to be lasers, and if you press down on this vent here, they will fire the lasers. They actually go pretty far. Then all you have to do is line them back up with the slots and press them back in. On the bottom front of the ship, this compartment opens up and you can store your laser projectiles there. It does come with 3 of them. And on the opposite side, this compartment opens and inside is the ship's quarters. There's a bed there that you can snap 1 minifig to. The ship's engines have these pieces all around that are a little bit movable, but not much. On the top of the ship towards the back, there are a couple of vents here that move slightly up and down. And on the very top of the ship, this right here is a removable pod. You can just take that right out. And once that's removed, you can look down through the middle of the ship. The way this pod works, if you pull the top off and then you put a minifig inside, then you can put the top back on and you can see the minifig's face looking through the circle opening. I'm not really sure if this is a transport ship or if it's more like a prison. I mean, the Mandalorian is a bounty hunter, so I guess it would make sense this is more like a prison containment cell. Which brings us to the next part of the ship. Here on the back, the flaps move back and forth, and then you can flip down this side door, and here's a carbonite freezing chamber. And we have 2 people here that are frozen in carbonite. And you can take those guys out, and you can slide them back in. It is a little bit of a tight fit. Not cool to be those guys. On the opposite side, this door opens, and that's going to give you access to the bottom of the ship. And the back cargo bay door opens too. If we turn the ship over on the bottom, we have 3 movable landing gears, and that's it for the bottom, nothing else there. My overall thoughts on the ship, it was really fun to build. It's really good quality, and it fit together well. I know some people say these knockoff blocks are cheap, and they don't snap together great. Well, I had no problem. They all snapped together fine, and I really couldn't tell the difference. Some of the bricks did have slight imperfections. I guess you'd call them dimples, but nothing extremely noticeable. Now, the minifigs is another story. The set came with 5 minifigs. First, we have the Mandalorian. No problems with him. I do wish it was a version that had full Beskar armor, but it is the same version that comes with the Lego set. I did have trouble with his rifle though. When I went to snap that together, this small piece cracked off, so I couldn't put his rifle together. Not really a big deal for me though. The second figure is Grief Karga. No issues with him. The third is IG-11, the droid from the first episode. No problems with him. The Stormtrooper though, for some reason his mask is not blacked out. Kind of weird. I mean, it's an easy fix. I could just take the helmet off, or I can put a piece of black tape around his face and then put the helmet back on. Then we come to the star of the show, Baby Yoda, the child, Grogu. Call him whatever you want, but the problem is my Baby Yoda's head is too big for his body. There's no way to fix this. This head is just too big. You can't glue this on or anything. It just doesn't fit on this body. I don't think it's the right head to go with this set anyways. I think this might be a Yoda head. Now, luckily, I have a Grogu that fits, and he has a hover pod. He's small enough to sit up front with Mando. I do wish I could remove the second seat and snap that hover pod in there, but it won't fit. But overall, I can't complain too much for $50. I mean, I had a good time building this, and it's going to make a great display piece, and that's all I really wanted out of the deal. I didn't need it to be official, and I didn't need the box. So if you're interested in purchasing this Mold King version of the Razor Crest, I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the description. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like this, hit that thumbs up button. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.